The Right Words at the Right Time by John Leguizamo. I was a nerd in junior high, a really bad nerd. I was seriously out of touch, especially the way I dressed. When you're a poor kid in school, you worry a lot about how you look all the time, how much money you're spending on clothes and all that. I had a problem, man. I wore high waters, and my shoes, forget about it. I had fake sneakers. You know, the kind your mother finds in those big wire bins. Hey, John, here's one I like. Go find the one that matches. I found it, Ma, but it's only a 3.5. Don't worry, we'll cut out the toes. So there I am, pants too high, sneakers too tight, underwear without leg holes. I was the Quasimodo of Jackson Heights. Then it hits me. This is no way to get girls. So I had my mission then. Become cool. I totally changed. I hung out with the gangsters, cut class. By the time I got to high school, I was getting in trouble all the time. What I loved most was cracking jokes in school. I liked keeping the kids laughing. Even the teachers laughed sometimes, which was the best part. See, I was still so out of it in a way. Too cool to hang with the nerds, not cool enough to be with the real cool guys. I figured my only value was to be funny. I enjoyed people enjoying me. Anyway, one day during my junior year, I was walking down the hallway, making jokes as usual, when Mr. Zufa, my math teacher, pulled me aside. I got collared by the teachers all the time, so I didn't think much about it. Mr. Zufa looked at me and started talking. Listen, he said, instead of being so obnoxious all the time, instead of wasting all that energy in class, why don't you rechannel your hostility and humor into something productive? Have you ever thought about being a comedian? I didn't talk back to Mr. Zufa like I usually would have. I was quiet. I probably said something like, yeah, cool, man. But for the rest of the day, I couldn't get what he said out of my head. It started to hit me. Wow, I'm going to be a loser all my life. And I really didn't want to be a loser. I wanted to be somebody. But that moment Mr. Zufa collared me was the turning point in my life. Everything kind of converged, you know? The planets aligned. But the big change didn't happen overnight. Eventually, I got into New York University, where I did student films. One of the movies won a Spielberg Focus Award, and suddenly my life changed. I got an agent and wound up as a guest villain on Miami Vice. That started my career. I've run into Mr. Zufa a bunch of times since high school and told him how his advice turned my life around. And I'm not just saying that. Here's a guy who was able to look beneath all the stuff I pulled in class and find some kind of merit in it, something worth pursuing. How cool is that?